Franchise here in the NFL. And tens of thousands of those fans have their cheese heads on and have filled the stands of historic Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, a fun matchup in store between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Green Bay Packers. Ready to get this game started, here's Evan McPherson. And here we go from Lambeau. Starting from the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. Gets at the 25-yard line. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Play fake, it's Love. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
I don't think there's any question about it. You can see right from the jump here, the point of emphasis with this coaching staff. Be active with your hands, not just one guy. All these guys are flying around and so actively, aggressively looking for that impact play.
He's got his man. This is Kraft. And he is down inside the 35-yard line.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Throwing on 1st down, Love. Chased out to his right. This is complete. It's Matthew Golden. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Running on 1st here with Jacobs. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. All right, here we go. 2nd down.
2nd and 11 at the Bengals 11-yard line.
Love from the gun. Escapes the pocket. And he will score. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. So that right there, Brock, exactly what you want to start off a contest.
Opening drives are such tone setters. You come out flat as a group, maybe go 3 and out. Sometimes there's a carryover effect, but here they were sharp, they were crisp, and they grabbed the early lead.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Here we go. Right 80.
First give of the game here to Chase Brown. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down. They're set up at the 35 now.
11. Here we go. Right 80.
They send a man in motion. Burrow now on 1st down. That one's complete right side. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Ooh, he knew he was going to pay for throwing that. I knew it from up here in the booth watching that happen. That's an experienced quarterback. If that first primary target isn't there, make sure you find your safety valve. And that got them some yards, so taking that shot, well, it was not for nothing.
11.
Burrow out of the shotgun. He completes it in traffic. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Stop. They can. Stop.
Off the play fake, Burrow. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Caught, nice game left side. And he's going to be taken down, but plenty of damage already done.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
On one, ready?
Offense sure is marching to begin this game. Here's a first down from the 30.
Here we go. Big third.
Burrow to the air now. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Here we go. Right 80. What is that? Stop.
Burrow throwing again on 2nd and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. Running in the red zone. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's first and goal.
Stop. 11 MT. Hey. 11. Stop.
From the red zone now. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. We get a timeout now for the Bengals. That's going to be their first. Second and goal back to all the way up to the 14 here.
Here we go.
Man in motion here.
180. Stop.
Trying again, following the sack. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Nihal. And the Packers will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, they were thinking at least a field goal on the drive if they couldn't reach the end zone, right? But the interception keeps them from even getting 3 out of this possession.
You really hope at the end of this game you don't look back and go, shoulda, woulda, coulda. If we could have gotten some points out of that drive early, we wouldn't be in the situation we are in now.
That play good for 17 and a first down.
Green Bay Packer. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Love now off the play action. And they're able to take him down, and that sack is how we're going to end our first quarter of play. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Packer football to begin. They have second and pretty long here.
Yellow. 43.
Another try following the sack. Into a crowd and intercepted. Logan Wilson has it.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 43-yard
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43.
Done. Stop. They can. Can. 11 MT.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Escapes the pocket. It's out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide in practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches.
Here we go. 11.
Burrow from the gun. Finds a seam down the middle. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Chase coming in motion right. Going play action here. Burrow. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction.
Yeah, I understand that, Cole. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
On one, ready?
Gotta forget about 1st down in a hurry. They need a chunk of yards here on 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Drops back. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
Up to the point of the game, Kate, now we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long. And on this drive, yet again, find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
On 2, ready?
Back-to-back sacks, and this defense hungry for a 3rd here. It's 3rd and goal.
11. Right 80.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Burrow. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas, when you watch college game to the NFL game, that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
McPherson's kick is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
You always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here. But they don't wind up empty-handed on the track. And the kicker gets to pad his stats a little bit with a high percentage make.
Returning it from the 4. And this drive will start inside the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. 45. Right. Ready.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Getting out to his left. Now here he goes. And he gives himself up after a short gain.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield. Get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
Takes the handoff, now Love. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected the decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, well, he just took his medicine.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Love out of the shotgun. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Geno Stone picks it off.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 46.
we go.
They'll try it right with Brown. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
This goal is pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward, and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
We're to the 2-minute warning from Lambeau. The Bengals facing a deficit near the break. Back to the line they go. It's second down.
Here we go. Can. Stop.
Burrow setting to throw. Fits it through the middle. He hangs on nicely through that hit. Nothing added to the catch, but they're down to the 28. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Burrow. That throw finds Jamar Chase. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front, they didn't give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
11. Here we go. 11. Stop. 11 mighty.
From the 24. Right back to Chase. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. Cincinnati uses its 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Here we go. Stop.
Brown will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Brown again. And the defense keeps holding him. He's stopped at the 3. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 3rd and goal, they need 3 yards here.
11. Ready? Shot.
Here's Burrow. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So now they're left with 4th and goal.
That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Ready?
They want the touchdown on 4th and goal. They're going for it from the 3.
Here we go. Ready? Let's up.
Trying for it with Burrow. And a completion not in the cards on that 4th and goal. They passed on 3 points, and they'll wind up with none.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Set, ready. 50, green.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left.
Kate, it just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this 3rd down is unsuccessful.
60 red.
Back to throw it. He's trying to go deep again. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Cam it off. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. On now is McManus to kick this away. This return starts at the 5. What a hit, and the ball's loose. And the fumble recovery is made. And we just don't see kick returns nearly as often as we used to, Brock, which makes impact plays on them like that so much rarer.
Yeah, that is so well said. It kind of reminds me of my son's baseball coach, right, at a young age. You're always coaching those guys, hey, the ball's going to come to you. The ball's going to come to you every single pitch. The ball's going to come to you. And these kickoff cover guys, they got to think in their mind every time is my chance to make a play, and they just did. Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
On second down, Jacobs. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Has it left side, Brock, but the throw carried him too close to that edge. They're going to say he brought it in out of bounds. That's going to bring up fourth down. On for the field goal now. Here's Brandon McManus. Needs a good amount here, too. 51 yards away. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now Burrow. Setting up the screen. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
I know coordinator quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets him back behind the sticks.
Burrow out of the shotgun. That's incomplete left side. That was Jamar Chase he was looking for there. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
Looking to return from the 29. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
To the air with Love. On the move, headed right. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Play brought to an end by Logan Wilson.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Brought in by his back, it's Jacobs. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. It's a pickup of 11. And it'll be 1st down Packers.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once. I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
Good defensive effort here. Drives them back across midfield onto their own side.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards. That's the defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Kraft has it. And he's got them quite the game here, partner, as he finally is brought to a stop.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. Taken in by Luke Musgrave. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
That's another Green Bay Packer.
They'll run, Jacobs. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Guessing everybody in the huddle on the sidelines should have wanted a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot. And can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. Going power with the big tight end. And he's in for the touchdown. The Packers lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes the comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
That one right down the middle. And the Packers double their lead to 14.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Here's Charlie Jones with the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Burrow back to throw. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. Still fighting forward. And a great play comes to an end. He's out of bounds just inside the red zone.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Bengals football, and they know what they need to do, trailing here in the 4th. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
We've got a man in motion. First down, Burrow to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks. Well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Quay Walker in to pick it off. And the Packers will take over as he reports his 1st interception of our season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Now Love on the play fake. Vacates quickly left side. Brought in, deep down the sideline. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's a little icing on the cake.
And he works it down inside the 40. That's a run of 8.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on second down. They stick with Jacobs. Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
Okay, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
And the Bengals bringing out a 5th DB. They're in the nickel, third down.
Black 40.
Love from the gun. Pass brought in by Watson. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the net. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Well, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Now setting up the screen for Jacobs. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now.
Here we go. Here we go. Blue 32. Set.
Jacobs running behind center. And they'll fire ahead for a few. It's third down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line.
Here we go. Set.
So a timeout comes in. Looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10.
Ready. Hut.
Shotgun now for Love. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead.
Let's go. Hut.
Handoff running left, Jacobs. And he runs this one in. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers have likely locked up the win right there. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Fielded at the 7. Jukes one defender. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Burrow setting up the play action. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give the quarterback a chance.
Has it downfield working the left. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Come on, ready?
New set of downs for him from the 46.
Here we go, here we go. Big 13. Big.
1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up 1st and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Brown will not challenge in the end zone. He loses a bunch here. Cincinnati uses its 2nd timeout. After the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 5.
Here we go. 11 MT, hey, 12, 11 MT, 12.
Burrow from the gun. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now they're left with 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Burrow. And he's going to score! Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals get it back to within 2 possessions. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bengals get it back to a 14-point game.
To kick off for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Return starts at the 3. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down.
Ready?
The Packers to a knee, letting the clock run out on this victory. So this is a Packers win. And they carried some of that winning football from last game into this contest. Now a modest little win streak blossoming for them, Brock. They've got 2 in a row as they get out of here with a victory. With Brock Ewart and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers are your winners as we say so long from Green Bay.